We're gonna be looking at Inspire's SF3 Smith Functional Trainer. YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name is Jason. Here I do food and product reviews. Today, I got my hands on the SF3 from Costco, the Smith Functional Trainer. We're taking a look at it, letting you know what I like about it and a few things that I don't like about it. So I'll touch on those towards the end of the video. So be sure to stick around to hear those. Okay, a little backstory. I've been getting heavily into fitness over the last year, been working out, lost a lot of weight. And, I've had a gym membership, been going to the gym, and I have, work out at home with dumbbells and stuff, but I have a lot of pain in my elbows, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, pain on both sides. With dumbbells, it just really hurt. I found out at my old apartment complex, they had a functional trainer, that working out on a functional trainer was a lot less painful. Doing bicep curls, anything on there, I just wasn't feeling the pain in my arm. So I knew eventually a functional trainer was gonna be a purchase that I was gonna make. And I started looking at, looking around for these. They're not cheap. Functional trainers are pricey. So as I was looking around for functional trainers, trying to, what would fit in my budget, I came across the FTX functional trainer from Costco. It was like $14.99. That's a really good price, but is it any good? Started watching reviews on it. People enjoyed this machine. They said it was, well built, and people enjoyed the purchase. So that was what I was looking to get. I just moved into this apartment complex. So when I was looking at that, I had about 2 months to go before my move. And I knew I didn't want to purchase it before then because I'm not going to set it up and tear it down. So I knew I was going to wait till I moved into this new apartment complex before I was going to make the purchase. So once I made the move and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this, Inspire comes out with another new functional trainer to sell through Costco, the SF3 Smith Functional Trainer. With folding bench, 1-year Inspire fitness app subscription included. Yes, it's $1,000 more, $24.99, but man, I was looking at that one. I'm like, it's kind of a toss-up. Which one did I want to get? Do I go with the older version that doesn't have the Smith function? Do I pay the extra $1,000? And you know what? I figured I would regret it if I didn't go with this one. I'm sure I would enjoyed the FTX, but I was like, you know what? As much as I'm going to use this, which I know I'm going to use it basically 6 days a week is what I work out with. This thing's gonna get a lot of work. I'm not going to regret getting it with the Smith Functional Trainer, the SF3. I'll pay the extra $24.99, and that's free shipping. So and I'm gonna touch on this shipping, some product details there. Delivering a box to the room of your choice on the ground floor only. You just have to put it together. They're not gonna install it for you. Again, so I ordered it through Costco with their shipping. So you go on there, you'll purchase it online, and that price is with a membership. You can purchase it without a membership. I think it's either 5 to 15% increase on that price. Where purchasing this at the $24.99, the membership for a year is $60. If I didn't get it with a membership, it was going to be like an extra $150. So it was actually cheaper to buy the membership and purchase it instead of getting it without the membership. Plus, when I got it, and that's the thing, if you're going to look, Costco does deals. When I got this, it included a $400 Costco gift card, which, I think they wait like 30 days or something before they send it to you. So basically I got this, plus I get $400 that I can shop with at Costco. So it was a great deal. So I pulled the trigger, made the purchase. And like I said, I was kind of waiting. Do I go to the store and pick it up? The nearest Costco to me is like an hour away. I was like, you know what? I'll just have it delivered. I'm not going to have to deal with it. They're going to deliver it to the room of my choice. That's a great deal. So you're going to go on the line and you're going to set up, your shipping date. Here where I live, they only ship on Thursdays. So it was like the next week they were going to be able to deliver it on July 7th. July 7th comes around, they'll call you the night before. So like after 6 p.m., you'll get a recorded call saying the 2-hour window that they'll come. So they got the recording, says they're going to come between 9 and 11 a.m. That next day, 8:30 a.m., I get a call, the recorded call saying, your delivery can't be made today due to unforeseen issues. It'll come next week. So there was the first bummer in the whole delivery process. Now I had to wait a whole nother week. So then I get a call again the night before, the 14th, your product's is going to be delivered between 9:30 and 11:30. I worked during that time, so I'd have a friend stay at my apartment so they could be here to, let them in. And so on that day, on the 14th, I get a call from them. They're like, hey, we're 5 minutes out, open up your garage. I'm like, I'm not there. I have a friend there. They're going to let you in. I don't have a garage. I live in an apartment. I want you to stick it in my living room. Oh, no, this won't go in the living room. We can't take this through a door. It's going to have to go into a garage, or we're going to have to leave it outside. Like, it says room of choice. They're like, well, we can't get it through a door. Like, well, then leave it right in front of my door. Like, I live in an apartment complex, and my doorway is I have like a little cutout, mine's kind of set back. So I'm like, set it back there. That way nobody sees it and stuff. Well, they didn't, and I'll show you pictures. They left it at like the corner right next to my neighbor's door. And I had a 120-pound girl, my friend, at my apartment, and she's out there, and she calls me and is like, it's out by your neighbor's door. I guess I'll try to drag this box. I'm like, no, there's no way you're gonna be able to drag it. Those guys wouldn't deliver it. They wouldn't put it in the apartment like they said they were supposed to. I'm like, is there any way you could open the box and just take it piece by piece? Which she did, which I'm super grateful for, because this thing is not light. These towers, the two towers on this device, are very heavy. Even when I had it in the living room and tried to move it to the bedroom, I had to drag these things. But these things are heavy. So props to her for pulling this in. But as far as Costco delivery, I'm not going to say it's Costco's delivery. It's just probably those two delivery drivers just were, no, we're not going to put this in your apartment. We're not going to flip it on its side and carry it in. They didn't want to do any extra effort. So your Costco delivery, wherever you're at, and if you've had things delivered from them, leave it in the comments below. Have you dealt with this, or did you actually get it delivered where it was supposed to go? So that was the first bummer. Has nothing to do with Inspire, has nothing to do with this device. It was just the delivery process. You may or may not get it delivered to the room of your choice. With that being said, the only thing I would say to Inspire is this all comes in one massive box. I mean, it's a big box, and with the delivery process, they left it on a skid. So then I had to deal with this giant skid the next day. I had to borrow a truck and take it and cut it up to get rid of the skid. So you may have to deal with that too. I would say to Inspire, is there a way you could put this in at least 2 boxes, if not 3? The weight stack should be in their own separate box. Maybe the 2 towers could be in a separate box, and then the rest of the pieces in a 3rd box. Cut it down, put it in different boxes so it's smaller, so it's easier to get in and out of doorways and stuff, because this is a large box. Okay, with that being said, the setup for this is, I did it by myself. I would recommend, if you have a friend, family member, something, 2 people would be so much easier to set this up, because unless you have a wall, like I put mine kind of in the corner of my room so I could prop one of the towers to the wall as I'm attaching it. If you're putting it in the middle of a room where you don't have anything to prop it up with, it's going to be hard to do by yourself. You really need someone else, I'd say, to help hook the 2 towers together. Then there's 2 cross beams. After that, you pretty much can do everything by yourself, but it would go so much faster with 2 people. It took me probably about a total of 4 hours to put this thing together. And a lot of it's just like, okay, reading the directions, trying to figure out what piece is what. A lot of the stuff, the nuts and bolts are labeled. The other pieces, there's no labeling. So it's kind of like looking at the picture, trying to figure out, okay, what is this and where is it? Because there's so many pieces, there's so much packaging. So that's what takes so long, is trying to figure out where everything is. As far as the directions go, you can either read the pamphlet, the booklet that comes with it, or they have it online. You can go to their website and bring up a video, a step-by-step video. I would recommend going with the video. It's, because then you can see the pieces a little better. The problem with it, if you're trying to do both, which I was, the video goes in a different order than the pamphlet, the booklet that they send with it, which I don't know why. Like the steps are in a different order, so that kind of threw me off, because I was using the booklet and I got to this point and I'm like, I don't know what this piece is, so I had to watch the video to try to figure out what piece they were talking about. So if you have an issue with the booklet, go with the video. I'll say that. But like I said, about 4 hours for one person to put it together. If you have 2 people, I'd say probably about 2 hours. A lot of pieces, doesn't go to bed. I mean, it goes to bed together fairly easily once you figure out what you're doing and what piece is what. As you can see, I have this in my bedroom. It's an amazing, right now, I can tell you this right off the bat, just using it for, several days now. I love it. I absolutely love it. I knew I was gonna love having a functional trainer. I love the whole Smith bar on it. Super easy to use, switching the weight stack from the cables to the Smith bar. You're just sliding your cable over it. Super simple. It's really fast. That's the thing about a functional trainer, is how quickly you can move from one exercise to another, whether it's just moving your arm angle or switching out attachments. And this comes with multiple attachments, where a lot of those functional trainers that you see online may or may not even come with attachments. Maybe they'll just come with the handles and you have to purchase all the rest. And if you've looked into attachments for functional trainers, they're not cheap. For this, you get the bar, the curling bar, you get the hand grips, you get the tricep ropes, you get the strap for either, assisted on pull-ups or, put it over your neck for squats. It comes with a bench, a folding bench that you can hook right onto the back of the functional trainer. Now, granted, I will say this bench is low. And even when you go on some of their training sites, even the trainers will be like, yeah, it's a low bench. I guess they probably made it low so it folds up and it can hang there. That's why it's such a smaller bench, but you get used to it. It's not a deal breaker. It's not a big issue. Now, as far as I kind of skipped over it, the setup of this, I have it in my bedroom here in my apartment. I have a pretty large bedroom. I had a space in the corner that I knew I wasn't going to use for anything. I was like, that's the perfect space for this to go. As my lighting just shuts off for no reason. So I knew it was going to go in the corner there. As living in an apartment, I can't, it's carpeted floor. I can't cut out that carpet. So, and I know I didn't want to just set this on the carpet. So what I did is I built a subflooring for it. I put down plywood first in the space. I figured, I looked at the measurements online for this, how big it was going to be. So we cut out plywood, and then we put foam padding over it. And the foam padding that I went with, I work at Sam's Club. I saw this foam padding there. It's Rhinotech reversible gym flooring. It was, 6 panels for $40. I was like, that's a cheap price. I'll get those. And I'm kind of regretting that purchase, because what I will say about these is they are slippery. Really slippery. Like, you don't get much traction in there. And that's the issue we're having, especially when you start using this functional trainer, you put some heavier weights. You need, stable footing. And where you're like, I don't have it, I'm kind of slipping there. So it's kind of frustrating, because now I'm going to have to, I can't take them all out because the functional trainer is setting on a few of them. But if I can remove the ones where I'm standing, I just don't know if other brands, if they interlock. If you know anything about that, can you interlock different brands? I mean, I don't know if the cutouts on them are the same. I'm hoping. Otherwise, if you have any suggestions on how to make, I was thinking maybe a sticky spray, but how awkward would that be? Then your feet are like sticking the whole time. I know I have to do something because it's dangerous, really, and it's affecting the workouts where we just don't have grip on the flooring. So if you're looking into those, Rhinotech reversible gym flooring, I would say definitely pass on those. No traction whatsoever. Now on to a few of the issues I've been having with this machine. Like I said, besides the whole delivery process, and that doesn't have anything to do with Inspire. That's just Costco and those 2 delivery drivers. The issues I've been having with it, which I noticed right away, I put it together, and the first thing I did is started working the biceps, and I'm like, clang, clang, clang on the right one. It was, and I'll show you some video, the right one, when I curl with it, is making, it's a fairly loud clang. But then on the left one, you'll hear the clang, but it's so much lighter. And what it is the whole sliding mechanism on the right side which as you're looking at the video is going to look like the left side, but if you're standing on it, it's the right side, the right tower, is sloppy. Like it moves around, where the other on the left side, it doesn't move. I've tried tightening those bolts, and that makes no, I don't know what I need to do to tighten that. Like I've tightened all those bolts on the side and that didn't do anything to it. I immediately reached out to Inspire's support team. You know, I sent them an email. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and I was like, they'll probably get back to me, because this was like Friday night, and like it's Friday night. I probably won't hear from them until like Monday. I'm sure it's after work hours or whatever. Within 10 minutes, they responded like, oh, we're sorry to hear about that. Could you send us a short video of your issue so we can look at it? I was like, okay. So I took a video of it and sent it to them, so right there, props to that. Their support team is phenomenal. They were on top of it right away. The issue I have with that is they looked at the video and they sent me back and they're like, that's just normal. Those are meant to move. You know, that's just normal. But if you'd like us to send you a new slider, we will. Just fill out the form and we'll send you a new one for free, which is great. Again, it's good and bad, because I'm like, how's that normal? One's moving a lot and the other one's not, and there's more, you know, there's banging over here and not on that. You know, that's not normal, because they should both be the same. And then as far as the whole, I don't know how easy. I don't know if I have to take the tower apart to put the slider on, if I have to do that, I don't want to do it, because that's a process. So I will probably get the extra slider and figure out, I mean, if it just unbolts and then I can clamp it on like that, then that'd be great. I just don't want to have to take that tower apart and spend, you know, an hour or two doing that to put on a new slider. So for right now, I'll just deal with the noise. So that's the first issue. The second issue is the height. I mean, the machine itself, I think, is probably normal height of a functional trainer. It's just the sliders don't go up that high. And I'll show you. I'm 5'9", so I'm not tall. I'm a short person. Medium height, I guess I don't know. They have the numbers. It goes up to 39, whatever that translates to, just over my head. So maybe I'm 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", maybe is the height of that slider goes to. Where I've worked out on other functional trainers where I know that their sliders go higher than that. So the issue I have with that, and I'll show you, is, you know, when I'm doing overhead extensions like this, the little ball on that, you know, it's bopping me in the head. I'm 5'9", and it's hitting me in the head. So if you're a taller person, if you're taller than 5'9", I mean, you're not gonna be able to go, you're gonna have either squat down, maybe you're gonna have to sit on the bench to do some of those exercises. Just know that if you're taller than 5'9", you may have some issues because that slider doesn't go that height. So that would be one thing I would say to Inspire, maybe in the future when you make these. Obviously, you're not gonna change the SF3. Maybe your next functional trainer, could you get the slider to go a notch or two higher? If it's going to 39, maybe 41 would be sufficient. Just a thought. Like I said, just a couple minor things, not deal breakers. I'm not like, oh, I wish I didn't purchase this. I'm loving it. I am loving working out. I have friends that are already like, can I come over and work out with you a couple days a week? You know, it's like turning into a gym here. Like, people want to come over and work out on this thing because they're loving it too. Highly recommend. If you are looking for a functional trainer, even if you don't have a Costco membership, it's $60. I didn't have a Costco membership. I have one now. I've never been in a Costco. Like I said, it's an hour away. I don't know, never go into a Costco. I just got it to purchase this. I'll probably cancel it after that year comes up. It was worth getting the membership to purchase this because it's a great functional trainer. Super happy with it. If you're looking for one, like I said, if you don't want to spend that extra money, the FTX, from everything I've seen on TV, is a great machine for $1,400 or $1,499. An amazing price. If you can afford the little bit of extra, another $1,000, but you get the Smith function, and you can do so many things. You can bench press with it. You can do squats, good morning. So many different things that we haven't even come up with, that we're just standing at the machine going, okay, what can we do with this? Like, how can we use this bar? I would like to see, and I went on Inspire, if you're checking this out, I was looking for accessories. Do you have a pad to put on there? Like right now, when we're doing squats, I'm putting a towel over my neck because I don't want that bar on there. If you could come up with a pad or something that you could put on there, that would be absolutely amazing. That's something I'm looking for, because I don't want to have to throw a stupid towel over my neck. It'd be nice just to have some sort of pad or something that hooks onto it. So that's something hopefully you guys can work out in the future. Again, the SF3 Smith Functional Trainer from Costco, highly recommend it. If I'm going to get a score out of 10, I mean, obviously there's those two minor issues. I'm going to go, I was going to say 8.5, but you know what? I'm going to go a 9. I can't knock it that much. Like I said, they're so minor. The noise, I mean, obviously if I can put a new slider on there, or if they can reach out to me, be like, tell me how I can tighten it to keep that from shaking so much, that'd be fine. As far as the height thing, like I said, I'm 5'9". It's not the biggest deal. I'm just saying for someone that's taller, it would probably be a bigger deal. So yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. This is an amazing functional trainer. I am going to be using it, like I said, 6 days a week. This thing is going to get worked out. There'll be more videos coming in the future, probably of different exercises we're doing on it, updates on how I'm liking it, maybe other issues that I find in the future, possibly. We will see, so stick around for those. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I'll see you in the next video.